Have you ever woken up on a Monday morning and felt nothing? Just a hollow sense of emptiness? You're not alone. Millions of Americans are experiencing this same feeling, and it's not just about the paycheck. It's about burnout. In fact, over 50% of American workers report feeling burned out, according to Gallup's 2024 survey. That's a staggering number, and it's a wake-up call for all of us. Burnout isn't just a buzzword. It's a serious issue that affects our mental health, productivity, and overall well-being. It creeps in slowly, often disguised as fatigue or stress, but it can lead to anxiety, depression, and even physical health problems. When you're constantly pushing through the day, staring blankly at your screen, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. You might find yourself dreading Mondays, counting down the hours until the weekend, and feeling like you're just going through the motions. So, why is burnout skyrocketing? For many, it's the relentless pace of work, the pressure to perform, and the blurring lines between home and office life. We're expected to be available 24/7, responding to emails and messages even after hours. This constant connectivity can leave us feeling overwhelmed and disconnected from our own lives. But there's hope. Recognizing the signs of burnout is the first step. If you're feeling exhausted, cynical, or detached from your work, it's time to take action. Prioritize self-care. This doesn't mean just indulging in a spa day. It's about setting boundaries. Learn to say no when your plate is full. Take regular breaks throughout the day, even if it's just a short walk outside. Reconnect with your passions outside of work, whether it's reading, painting, or spending time with loved ones. Mindfulness practices, like meditation or deep breathing exercises, can also help you regain focus and clarity. And don't underestimate the power of talking about it. Reach out to friends, family, or a professional. Sharing your feelings can lighten the load and provide new perspectives. Burnout doesn't have to be your reality. By taking proactive steps, you can reclaim your energy and enthusiasm. Remember, your mental health is just as important as your job. It's time to prioritize yourself and find a balance that allows you to thrive, not just survive. Burnout isn't just about feeling tired. It's a complex state that the World Health Organization has recognized as an occupational phenomenon. It's a combination of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion that creeps in after prolonged work stress. Imagine your brain as a sponge, soaking up stress day after day. Eventually, that sponge can't absorb any more. It's saturated. And that's when burnout hits. Let's break down some signs of burnout. First, exhaustion. You know that feeling when you wake up after a full night's sleep and still feel like you've been hit by a truck? That's a classic sign. No matter how many hours you log in bed, you just can't shake off that fatigue. It's like your body is saying, "I'm done," but your mind is still racing. Next, we have cynicism. This is when you start to feel detached from your work. Tasks that once excited you now seem pointless. You find yourself rolling your eyes at meetings, feeling irritated by colleagues, or questioning why you even took this job in the first place. It's a negative spiral that can be hard to escape. Then there's reduced performance. Remember those tasks you used to handle with ease? Suddenly, they feel like climbing a mountain. You might find yourself procrastinating, struggling to focus, or feeling overwhelmed by even the simplest of responsibilities. It's frustrating, and it can lead to a vicious cycle of self-doubt. And here's the tricky part. Burnout sneaks up on you. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow leak. You might not notice it at first, but over time, the pressure builds. You push through the long hours, the deadlines, the endless emails, thinking you can manage it all. But one day, you wake up and realize the tank is empty. You're running on fumes, and it feels like there's no way to refill. Recognizing these signs early is crucial. It's not just about taking a vacation or a day off. It's about addressing the root causes of your stress. It's about finding balance, setting boundaries, and prioritizing self-care. Remember, it's okay to ask for help, whether it's from a friend, a colleague, or a professional. You don't have to go through this alone. Burnout is real, and it's more common than you might think. By understanding what it is and how it manifests, you can take proactive steps to protect your mental health and well-being. It's time to listen to your body and mind, and take action before that tank runs dry. You've probably heard about the Great Resignation. But what's really driving it? Sure, pay matters, but let's talk about something deeper: burnout. It's the silent push that's sending so many Americans packing. In the U.S., overwork culture is rampant. The hustle is worn like a badge of honor. Many people are clocking in 50 hours a week or more, often skipping breaks just to keep up. It's as if we've normalized this grind, making it almost a rite of passage. But at what cost? Then there's the lack of boundaries. Emails at midnight, calls during dinner. Work is no longer confined to the 9 to 5. It's infiltrating our personal lives, leaving little room for rest or recovery. This constant connectivity is exhausting. It's hard to recharge when your work is always just a notification away. And let's not forget about poor management. Gallup reports that bad bosses are one of the top reasons employees quit. A toxic work environment can drain the motivation right out of you. When leadership fails to support their teams, it creates a culture of disengagement. People want to feel valued, not just like another cog in the machine. Feeling stuck is another major factor. Many employees are searching for growth opportunities, and when they don't see a path forward, it's mentally draining. It's disheartening to feel like you're in a dead-end job with no chance for advancement. The pandemic has also shifted perspectives. COVID made many of us rethink our priorities. Is this job worth sacrificing my mental health? For a lot of people, the answer is no. They're realizing that life is too short to stay in a job that doesn't bring them joy or fulfillment. Statistically, 1 in 3 Americans say they've considered quitting due to burnout. This isn't laziness, it's survival. People aren't quitting work. They're quitting workplaces that are killing their spirit. They're seeking environments that respect their time, value their contributions, and prioritize their well-being. In this new landscape, it's clear, employees are looking for more than just a paycheck. They want a workplace that fosters growth, respect, and balance. And if they can't find it, they're willing to walk away. Burnout isn't just a work problem. It spills into your entire life. It creeps into your thoughts, your relationships, and even your health. When we think about mental health, we often focus on anxiety and depression, but burnout can trigger a whole range of issues that we might not even realize are connected. Take anxiety, for example. It can manifest as panic attacks that hit you out of nowhere, leaving you breathless and overwhelmed. You might find yourself in situations where you used to feel comfortable, but now your heart races and your palms sweat. It's a vicious cycle that feeds on itself, making it harder to break free. Then there's depression. It's not just feeling sad. It's a profound loss of joy. The things that once excited you, hobbies, social events, even spending time with loved ones, start to feel like chores. You might wake up and think, what's the point? That's a heavy weight to carry, and it can feel isolating. Sleep disorders are another common fallout. You might lie awake at night, your mind racing with thoughts of deadlines and responsibilities. Or maybe you fall asleep, but wake up feeling like you've barely rested at all. This lack of sleep can exacerbate everything else, creating a cycle that's hard to escape. And let's not forget about relationships. When you're burned out, it's easy to withdraw from friends and family. You might snap at loved ones over small things, or just not have the energy to engage. This strain can lead to misunderstandings and distance, making you feel even more alone in your struggle. Prolonged stress can also put you at risk for chronic illnesses. Your body is not designed to be in a constant state of fight or flight. When stress hormones flood your system day after day, it can lead to serious health issues down the line. Heart disease, digestive problems, you name it. I think about my friend Rachel. She was the go-to person at work, always the first in and the last out. Everyone relied on her. But one day, she couldn't get out of bed. Not because she was lazy, but because her body and mind said, no more. It took her months to recover. Months of therapy, of learning to say no, of rediscovering what brought her joy outside of work. Rachel's story is a wake-up call. It's a reminder that we need to prioritize our mental health. We need to recognize the signs of burnout before it takes over our lives. It's okay to step back, to take a break, to seek help. Because at the end of the day, our well-being is what truly matters. Recognizing the early signs of stress is crucial. If you find yourself snapping at loved ones, feeling a constant sense of dread, or losing interest in activities that once brought you joy, that's your warning light. It's your mind and body telling you something needs to change. Setting boundaries is essential. Don't check your work email after hours. Those emails can wait. Take your breaks without guilt. They are not just a luxury, but a necessity for your mental health. And learn to say no without feeling the need to apologize. Your time and energy are valuable, and it's okay to protect them. Managing stress daily is a practice worth cultivating. Try dedicating just 10 minutes to mindfulness or deep breathing exercises. It can make a world of difference. A simple walk outside can also help. Nature has a remarkable ability to lower stress hormones and clear your mind. Keeping a journal is another powerful tool. Track your mood patterns and reflect on what triggers stress and what brings you joy. This awareness can empower you to make positive changes. Advocating for yourself is vital in any workplace. If you're feeling overwhelmed, don't hesitate to speak to HR about your workload or mental health support options. Suggesting flexible hours or the possibility of remote work can make a significant difference in your well-being. Remember, it's not just about getting the job done. It's about doing it in a way that supports your mental health. Finally, consider the possibility of a change. If your workplace is toxic and resistant to improvement, sometimes the healthiest choice is to walk away. Your worth is not tied to one job. There are environments out there that will value you and your contributions. Prioritize your mental health and well-being. It's the foundation for a fulfilling life. In today's world, collaboration is key, but it's not just about getting the job done. It's about creating healthy workspaces where everyone feels valued. Hybrid meetings can be a game changer, blending the best of both worlds. But we must also talk about work culture and burnout. It's crucial to balance productivity with well-being. Leaving on time shouldn't be seen as slacking. It's a sign of respect for our personal lives. When we prioritize mental health, we boost creativity and efficiency. A thriving team is one that supports each other, ensuring we all leave work feeling fulfilled, not drained. If you're feeling burnout right now, take a moment to breathe. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. You're not weak, you're human. We often push ourselves to the limit, thinking that hard work is the only path to success. But what happens when that hard work starts to chip away at our mental health? Let's face it, work will always be there. Deadlines, meetings, and endless emails won't disappear. But your mental health? That's fragile. It needs nurturing, just like any other part of your life. So, I want you to ask yourself a tough question. Is your job paying you enough to rent back your health, happiness, and peace of mind? If the answer is no, it might be time to rewrite your story. Think about it. How many hours do you spend working, only to feel drained at the end of the day? How often do you sacrifice your well-being for a paycheck? It's a cycle that many of us fall into, believing that we have to endure the grind to get ahead. But what if we flip the script? Imagine prioritizing your mental health as much as you prioritize your work. What if you set boundaries that allow you to recharge? Taking breaks, saying no, and recognizing when you need help are not signs of weakness. They are acts of strength. Let's start a conversation about healthy work, not just hard work. Share this video with a friend who might be struggling. Let's break the stigma around burnout and mental health in the workplace. We can support each other in creating environments where we thrive, not just survive. Remember, it's okay to step back and reassess. Your well-being is worth it. Rewrite your story, and let's make mental health a priority in our lives.